Good morning, YouTubers. Didn't sleep the greatest last night, but it was a new experience. It was comfortable, but just really didn't sleep the greatest. I tossed and turned, and you know how it is when you're in a new place and you haven't tried something out, and it was definitely a different experience. It'll take some getting used to. So it is 6:08 in the morning. So Ron's already up, moving around. I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. I'm working on it. I hear him throwing some wood in the fire. It's nice and warm in here. I think it's about 50 some degrees outside right now. So I'm gonna get up, get moving, and I'll get back with you. Morning, guys. So finally got up, got moving around, got some breakfast, talked to a few campers today, and made some new friends. We're still getting kind of a late start on fishing today, but you know, you can't beat quality time with new people. You know, we got to talk to a guy that does photography, and he gave us a lot of insight on how to make our videos look better, and we really appreciate that. And you know, uh, me and Ron got to sit here and talk a little bit. I mean, I had some concerns, he had some concerns, and we actually got to talk about it. And so, you know, communication is the key. And so we got a late start last night on getting camp set up. We're getting kind of a late start on getting out and getting the kayaks out. Ron's coming over now. Maybe we can get him in the video.
Yeah, I'll jump in here.
So,
yeah, what's up, guys?
So, every once in a while you might hear me call him LR, because that's the way I have always called him. And so, it's still just Ron, but I always call him LR.
I'm a junior, so they called me LR for Little Ron, but now more so I'm kind of like Large Ron.
So, yeah, we're gonna get ready and get camp cleaned up and get ready to get out on the water. Before I go and start disassembling my my hammock, because I slept for the first time in my hammock, and it was a little awkward, but Ron wants to check it out too, and be able to see if maybe he wants to go that route himself. And
we've already went through and policed the camp up, guys. We got a lot of the sticks up and stuff. You know, it's always good to just be neighborly to your fellow camper and try to pick the site up as best you can. That way the next person has a clean site coming in, and we'll go through and do a final police of the camp just to make sure that we didn't leave any trash or anything like that. But it's always good to just have that courtesy for the next camper.
Right. And same thing with you fishermen. You know, I know it's a lot of cat fishermen, but you know, you really got to leave the place a little better than the way that you found it, because I mean, we only get one place to fish, uh, that we really enjoy, and when we come into that spot and we find, you know, worm containers sitting around, or, you know, bread bags sitting there, or, you know, fishing string. I mean, just learn to clean up your spot. Be considerate of the next person, and make it a little better than the way that you found it. You know, um, I was always brought up to, you always pick up your own mess. Don't leave it for somebody else.
Exactly.
And as fishermen and as outdoorsmen, um, we really need to learn to clean up our own messes and not leave them for somebody else.
And I think that's a prime example of why so many people are, especially private property holders, are not letting people deer hunt and rabbit hunt on their property, is because, they've had that bad experience of somebody leaving trash on their property, or damaging their fences and things of that nature. And as outdoorsmen, we just have to project ourselves to be better stewards than that.
Right.
We have to present ourselves as good stewards for the land, and for conservation, and that means picking up our trash when we're done, um, leaving things better, like Jake said, than the way we found them.
Yep.
Cleaning up your campsite, just making sure that things are good.
Right. So as soon as I get done eating my breakfast, and we get camp cleaned up a little bit more, um, I'm gonna walk you through my hammock setup, and we'll probably have Ron's camera set up too, because he wants to go through it also, and so we'll get back to you at that point. Hey guys, back again. I'm going to give you a little view of this little hammock that I slept in. So it's got the bug netting on it, and I got my tarp set up. First time I'd ever actually went and set it up, and so my setup probably isn't the greatest, and so it was the first time I had ever slept in one. So I'm getting ready to start tearing it down, and I'll do a time lapse on tear down, because it'll probably take me a little while. So here we go. Hammock that I slept in. Hey guys, back again. I'm going to give you a little view of this little hammock that I slept in. So it's got the bug netting on it, and I got my tarp set up. First time I'd ever actually went and set it up, and so my setup probably isn't the greatest, and so it was the first time I had ever slept in one. So I'm getting ready to start tearing it down, and I'll do a time lapse on tear down, because it'll probably take me a little while. So here we go. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for an all-in-one, it's called a Sun Year. Granted, it does not have the underquilt, which I just went and purchased. It'll be here today. So, but everything you need to set it up and camp in it the first night is all in that bag. Alright guys, so I do want to talk about this Coleman, called a cinch type bag. Don't buy them. They're junk. First time that I went and cinched it down, the strap broke on me and I had to tie it on. I will be looking for a different one here real soon. Oh, and as for my stylish pillow, it wasn't by choice. It was by necessity. I had realized that with me using a hammock this time, I didn't have a pillow. So went over to Family Dollar and it was either that or one with pink sparkles or one with silver sparkles.
I was voting for the sparkly one, guys.
So I chose that one over the sparkles.
He's such a buzzkill.
Yeah, I'm really loving this backpack. I just bought it. I think it was maybe a week or two ago. And it's an Amazon Basics 75 liter. I mean, it's got tons of pockets, tons of room. It does not come with the watertight bag. I have a 40 liter watertight bag in here to keep all my stuff in, just so that it doesn't get wet. But it really makes packing things up so much easier, especially when you can put your sleeping bag on the bottom instead of it taking up half of your space inside. So I've got no complaints about it at this point.
Ah, it got off.
Nice, brother. I got it on film.
Did you?
It looked like a bass.
It was. It was a small one, but
Hey,
it worked. Damn. That ain't no carp. That was just right here beside me. You gonna call it?
beating right down on him.
Ooh, so great.
Freaking scallywag.
Yeah, there is a lot of algae in this thing.
There is.
They need to clear a lot of it out. Like right here. I mean, it's pretty.
Look at how deep it is. Oh yeah, it's deep. That outlet grass is deep.
Yeah, it's about 3 foot. Look at this. It stopped me dead.